Hello, I'm Frank.
I'm Gary.
And I'm Tommy.
And welcome to Two Tams, Dementia Us, part number 6. We're here today just to wrap up our series of podcasts, look back at what we've done so far, and just remind everyone why we're doing this, and also what we plan to do next. And obviously some beer tasting as well. So just a reminder, well, we're here to try and help anyone that's been presented with a dementia diagnosis and what they do next, based on the experience, particularly if Tommy and Gary have had, about how it affected them and what they do next. So anyone want to add to that?
I can't believe this is episode number 6.
I know.
Yeah.
It's bizarre, isn't it?
Aye, crazy.
If it started off as a fag pocket idea and we've had some cracking guests, and here we are at number 6.
Aye, it's been a hell of a journey.
Unbelievable. We never thought we'd get this far. So, it's done 3 madly successful Two Tams gigs here at OGV. We're now on episode number 6 of our podcast. It's just an unbelievable 2 years. So,
And it's unbelievable to think 2 weeks ago we were actually sitting here for the rag and daft to this boy, getting it lulled and taking his top off in front of Aberdeen as well. And
Yeah, that was unplanned. Yeah. But that's very true.
And then I said to you before, I just had a flashback a couple of days after that, Abby singing "No Tommy, No Party."
no Tommy, no party.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from either. Right? That was totally out of the blue. But it's been a journey.
I know.
Aye, and it's been
I guess on a serious note, we've done a lot for trying to make people aware of dementia, trying to help people plan a bit better, and that's why we've had some fantastic guests on. And if we just help one person with one small iota of help, then we've done what we set out to achieve.
I think so. I think looking back on them, each guest brought something that we went through.
Yeah.
And everybody else is probably going through it people that are going through it at the moment. So hopefully there was some help there, and we're looking forward to making it better. We're a bit rough around the edges. We're a bit not very good at this sort of thing, but hopefully
We're better now, like
Better.
no, not yet. But the next time,
series 2. That's a warm up.
this could still be rough.
Yeah.
But going right back to the start, first episode we did was just introduce ourselves, explain how this whole thing just started. So about the
Yeah,
experience that you two had when your fathers were diagnosed with dementia. So
Yeah.
what set us off on this path?
Apart from a boozy WhatsApp conversation one Friday night,
Boozy conversation.
I guess it was just, I mean, my dad's, for anybody that hasn't seen any of the previous episodes, my dads were friends. Tommy and I has been friends with Frank for, 45 years. So we know each other fairly well. And it was just really sad that the two dads, that were fantastic characters, both had dementia, very same journey, and they sadly passed away within a couple of months of one another. So we just wanted to do something to raise awareness and in memory of the Two Tams as well.
yeah, and like you say, it was on a kind of boozy WhatsApp after the funerals and everything had subsided. We thought we'll maybe do a little gig or something, raise some money, and it's grown into this. So it has been a hell of a journey.
And then somebody said, you should do podcasts, and we went, it's a podcast.
So that was episode 1. Episode 2, Steve Gardine from Forget Me Not Club in Banbury came in to tell us about the support they offer. They offer a fantastic resource to help people get a bit of respite, leave their dad or their mother or whoever with them. They get looked after, get some activities and things, and Steve told us all about it, which was quite enlightening. I was expecting the kind of bingo and PV or something, but actually they're doing axe throwing and gardening and basket weaving and that sort. So it was quite incredible, really.
Mm-hmm.
So don't know if
No, it's something that I'd never heard about until we were in the mix of things, but it's a fantastic charity because they offer services where your loved ones can go to the centre and they will be occupied and it stimulated. They're meeting folk with the same condition, and it's great for them getting away from their own environment. But similarly, they also do an outreach service where they'll come to the home. So if it's a dad that has got dementia, they'll go along and sit with them, and the wife can go away and shop and go to the doctor, whatever. So it's a fantastic service to provide, but the same as any other charity, they're hugely underfunded and stretched resource-wise as well.
Yeah, I thought that was a good episode. It was good to know it's local as well. It's a local charity, and it was good to help them out. And it's something that we never knew about when we were going through it, that you could put, there's a respite, you could drop them out their dad or your mum off. Like you say, they could be axe throwing or just talking, playing music, stuff like that. We never knew that. happen. So hopefully we do in that episode, a lot of people that don't know about it,
Yeah.
I'll pick up on it. And like I said, being local, I think that was a great show. Steve came across really well.
He was a really passionate guy for the charity and for the cause and that as well.
Yeah, exactly. And it's good to see people doing that.
I know.
But with a change of direction in episode 2, Steve Johnson came in to join us and share his experience. Steve's mother is sadly still going through the dementia journey at the moment. He's had a very trying and challenging time with that, and it was a very heartfelt story which Steve told, and the challenges that he's faced, particularly navigating the care system, was even more complicated because he didn't have power of attorney and things, and the difficulty you've got in doing that without that, and having to go through the guardianship process, which was horrendous. Obviously very, very emotional and challenging for Steve to share that, but I'm glad he did. It was quite a go.
Yeah.
I think raw is definitely the word that sums it up, and we really appreciate Steve coming in. It was probably quite challenging for him to sit down and talk to this in front of strangers and just share his experiences. But, you know, fair play, he's still soldiering on, his mum's still there, a huge journey for him. He touched on the fact that, and this is something that we've had experience of more recently with Anne's mum as well, he touched on the fact that the services that provide support, whether it's the doctors or the NHS, paramedics, whatever, they're all doing the best they can, but there just seems to be a lack of coordination between getting everything together and getting the services and the paperwork and all that coordinated as well. And we've got experience with that with Anne's mum. She's diagnosed with dementia as well. We've now got a care manager for her, and even the care manager himself says the different areas, even the council, they work on different like software systems. So there's no commonality for between that and the medical records. So but other individuals are spot on, giving 110%. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think Steve's episode kind of hit it on the head as to why we're doing this. There's a load of people going through what he's going through. He spoke so well. He did. And with his problems, like you say, power of attorney, cash things, bank accounts, all of that. And it kind of outlines why we're doing it. And if people hearing Steve's story think, that's what I'm going through, guess now, if we could help somebody along that way, but it's a harrowing journey.
I know.
It was a very powerful episode. We then got Lewis Young, who works for a startup through our experimental treatment and diagnosis medication here in Aberdeen, which is quite encouraging to hear. So Lewis described, possibly trying to get the right words here, about how uncertain and unclear the root cause of dementia is and what causes it, and until that's properly understood, identifying a serious treatment is going to be challenging. There is some investment, but not nearly enough, I think, is my takeaway for that episode. And there's still a hell of a lot to be done, which is quite sobering when you hear it, but I guess it's encouraging. There is some activity, but it could be a hell of a lot more. I'm not sure, Tommy, you want to give your thoughts on that?
It was a great interview. I thought it was really good. He put it across really well. And when we came out of it, we were like, oh.
It was a wee bit hard.
That was cute. An upper cute and the money kind of thing. And you done your Billy Bragg thing with the governments and stuff. But no, it's good to see that they are working on it. There's a lot of work going on, but it's money driven, the whole thing. And there's not going to be like take this and you won't get dementia in your life. So what we're doing again, we're helping hopefully get charities up and running and
help people now that are suffering and
help them. We can't cure it, but I thought it was insightful for what's going on in the background.
Definitely.
I mean, one thing, and it was probably from my perspective, I was deflated after that, because it's still a long journey. Mm-hmm. But the one worrying thing was that Lewis described that the actual process to develop something that will either slow it down, stop it, or whatever, it's so obscenely expensive that even if they do get to the point that we've discovered something that'll help, the NHS possibly couldn't even afford to take it on because it's so cost prohibitive, and that was just sort of really worrying. But that's for the big boys to worry about.
Exactly, we need to deal with it here and now.
We're just organising podcasts, speaking shite, having a beer, organising a jump about at a gig, and that's it. But
Taking your top off.
As I take your top off.
Doing your bit. And final episode we recorded with Stuart Bain for Anderson Bain, solicitor here in Aberdeen. Probably the most tangible takeaway for the whole series about how important and how much easier life is if you have a power of attorney in place. And it's never too early to get that sorted, and the alternatives are just trouble, onerous, expensive, slow, draining. So get that power of attorney sorted out at the earliest opportunity, because though you may not want to think about it, it can make life an awful lot easier for family, friends, and the individual concerned. So probably the most tangible thing we took away from that.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, I guess it's something, probably folk get confused about a will and a power of attorney, and there's an assumption that it's the same, but the power of attorney is hugely powerful. We were lucky when my dad, he still had capacity, when I got power of attorney for him. There are other people that are just totally, they don't know anything about it, and by the time it comes to considering it, it's impossible to get that, and then you can only get guardianship, which is still a hugely, it's a difficult process to get that as well. Now that time, the clock's ticking and our stuff need done with banking and getting somebody into a care home, it's a difficult process.
Yeah, I think so. I think that was a good one to end on, because it kind of brought the point home. If you didn't hear it, if you didn't know about a power of attorney.
And it wasn't even expensive. How much did you say it was again?
So easy and cheap.
Was it about £200 or something like that?
I think.
So it's not a huge amount of money.
I know, and it's something you wouldn't, like a will. Years ago, you wouldn't have thought about getting a will, but now everyone's saying you need to make sure the power of attorney is the same.
I know.
You need to be getting it, and hopefully that opens people's eyes to. And Stuart put it across really well.
He did.
It's easy to do. It makes sense to do it, and do it as quickly as you can. Really.
Yeah, so it was us. 5 episodes, guys. Now we're here on number 6. What's next?
I think one thing that we spoke about as well that we've probably missed a wee bit, at speaking out our dads a bit. So hopefully in the next series we'll maybe just say an episode of just speaking shite about the dads.
Aye.
Because I mean, if
They like that.
but when you think back at the years we had when we were on Murdos and we used to actually drink with them, what a laugh we had.
Aye.
Then they were great guys, and they would really enjoy what we're doing, because they were charitable guys themselves as well.
Oh, very true.
And
No, they'd love it. So next time, the next episodes we'll drop them in quite a bit, get a flavour for how they were.
one thing that I was wanting to touch on, and it's a discussion for later on as well, but Steve Johnson was speaking about his mum getting into a home, and it was a really terrible experience, and you'll empathise with this as well. Putting the mum and dad in the home is a terrible thing, but it was the best thing ever for my dad.
Yeah.
And when I reflect back, before he was unwell, we used to go up and see him once a week. When he was in a care home, we were there, whether it was me, Anne, Clark, Carrie or Patrick. You had somebody in to see him 5 days out of 7.
Seeing more people than you would have done.
And even when we used to go in, despite the fact my dad couldn't remember if he ate for lunch, what day of the week it was, he'd say, "Dad, you want to play game of dominoes?" Oh, aye. And that was him. He was just spot on with the dominoes. Like a
sharp, eh?
and he was, so it's little things like that. If anybody does go into a home, go and see them, get involved with him and help him, and possibly do things with him that you maybe never did with him.
Aye, it's a bit of stigma probably attached to putting somebody into a home, and it's the best, not the best thing you do, but it's
for them it is. For them it is.
Yeah, they've got more interaction.
I know.
And like you say, they're seeing people all the time, and there's more going on.
So it sounds like we'll be in series 2, and does it?
I think we are. So if there's anybody watching this, hopefully somebody is watching this.
Hello.
Hello. We shall really want anyone that wants to be on our second series, any aspect of dementia, then please get in touch with us. We probably will have a proper email address at some point.
We've realised that we're old and our social media isn't up to scratch. So we're going to sort that out. We're going to have everything in place, and we're hoping to make a kind of community, get people commenting and chatting, and we'll hopefully get a get together and do it properly.
Then we're going to get together later in the year, possibly.
Well, that's a plan. We'll do that. So, once again, thanks to...
Well, tell us about it then.
Sorry, Gary. We're going to get together here at OGV. Hopefully get speakers to come along. Obviously, us and anyone who wants to come and speak or engage further with any of our guest speakers, be delighted to see them here and just get to know them and hear their stories, and like I said, if we can help one person, then it's been worthwhile. So we look forward to that.
And I guess it's something that even, I mean, the three of us are here. If anybody wants to help be anything to do with the subject, just reach out to us individually as well. Even if it's just to listen to something you don't want to speak out in a crowd, give us a shout and we'll do what we can to try and help you with that as well.
Right. 100%.
So us.
I think that's us. I think, yeah, it's that time, is it?
It's that time again. So just before we get to the important part of the podcast, the beer tasting, sorry. It's a Friday. Thanks to Hal again for helping us out.
Yeah.
OGV
OGV.
Media and everyone at OGV Group for all the help we've given us over the last few weeks. So thank you. And
Yes,
catch us again soon.
And then we'll
everyone.
do our beer tasting and we'll be back with you in a minute.
Right in. What have we got this time, gentlemen?
It's at 9:09.
Wow.
Can you read my writing?
I can. So you're going to start with the Island Brew one then?
Yeah, we could easily.
What's the percentage of it?
4.5%, gentlemen.
And who makes it?
Fierce.
What's the name of it again? Fierce Iron Brew.
Fierce Island Brew.
It looks like Iron Brew.
It does look like
It
Island Brew.
definitely looks like something very orangey and sparkly. Well, I go first.
You can go first. I'll smell it.
Well, I just went right in for it. I'm very uncouth about this thing.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, definitely Iron Brewy.
Is it Iron Brew?
Aye.
Is it taste 4%?
4.5.
4.5. I'm
Oh.
thinking it's very Iron Brewy.
Mm-hmm.
We are into Westburn Park on a Sunday playing football with
Oh,
goalposts
The
or jumpers.
or jumpers, aye. And
Or
stuff.
jumpers for goalposts,
Aye.
yeah.
Yeah, hangover.
Aye. It's a good shout. I'll help you out here.
Oh, it's quite nice that.
Oh, it's Iron Brewy.
Cheers.
That's mine Hubba Bubba chewing gum.
Aye.
Aye.
When you blow a bubble, that's how it feels when you're drinking it. Like when the bubble goes out and it bursts.
And it just comes back out your
And you your face, and you can't get it off.
Oh,
Exactly.
Then encourage
Yeah, that wouldn't work. That's tasty.
that's actually, I didn't, that is very unbeery.
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah,
It's quite fine.
for being for a beer, it's
For 4.5%, you wouldn't taste that.
you could drink it on egg
Aye, but
and then go to Westman Park and play football.
good tea.
Yeah, no, I'd recommend it. Fierce beer.
Fierce beer, 4.5% Iron Brew.
Fierce Island
Very palatable. That's nice. I enjoy that.
Available at OGV.
available. OGV.
I think that's too easy to drink.
I can't drink that really quickly.
But it's
But-
not
but-
tenants.
It's not tenants.
Tenants, but it's okay all day.
Right in. On to number 2. Jubal Peach Beer.
We were going to go with the hyphen Walkenburger to see if you could see if you guys building the one point Jubal.
I'm glad you left out the heifer.
Oh, by the way, sorry. These
Oh,
were
yeah.
chosen by Bo and Danny.
Danny and
Oh,
Bo.
Danny.
Oh, Danny Bo.
Right, let go first. Right, was it Jubal Peach?
Jubal Peach.
4%.
4% fruit beer.
Is it peachy?
It's not as peachy as that as Iron Brew.
It's Iron Brew.
No, definitely not.
Peachy.
But it's again, it doesn't taste 4% either. It's still.
Oh, it's nice. No, yeah, it's like one word, anaglypta.
Oh, that's a good. I'm thinking what it means, but it's sounds good. That sounds good. On a glip.
It just hits you with anaglypta.
Definitely not very peachy, but at the same time, it's not off-putting, so it's not. I could still drink it on night.
No,
Same way I could drink that on night as well.
Oh, you could drink them all night.
Aye.
Aye.
But that is probably even less. Definitely no tenants.
That's no tenants.
Definitely no.
That's not quite tenants, but it's no tenants. That's tenants.
That's tenants.
I think we've changed over the years.
We have.
If it goes for drinking special brew to this, we're mellowing.
We're mellowing, yeah. And
A
we're,
long time.
and we're letting people know how drinks taste.
I know, but these are available for
OGV.
OGV tap room.
Very good.
Still no tenants.
Still native.
No.
I know.
But I guess we better just wrap up. I guess.
A big thanks to everybody,
Thanks to everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Hal.
especially
Hal has been
Well
very
done.
tolerant. I know that he's done 20 dozen podcasts over the last couple of months.
Yeah.
We are probably the least organised, or maybe no. Nah.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. How's far too nice to say that.
I don't know. But
You know,
yes,
thank you
great
to
thanks to
everyone.
OGV in particular, because they've helped us out with giving us this fantastic venue for the Two Tams and for the expertise and the equipment and guidance for Hal and this as well. And I think that's us.
Series
1.
Here's
Series
the,
one,
here's the series
Here's
2.
Series 2.
A big cheers to you.
Aberdeen with the real nice.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you.